Poker has a way of serving up justice like no other game. We are diving into the most insane moments of instant karma ever caught at the poker table. From players getting too cocky and meeting their match to those who thought it was over way too early, this compilation showcases the ultimate highs and lows of poker karma. Stick around to see how the game has a funny way of leveling the playing field. Dancing on the edge of disaster. First up, we've got a celebration so outrageous, it's hard to believe it happened at the poker table. This isn't just confidence. This is a full-on dance party in the middle of a high-stakes game. But as any poker veteran will tell you, the cards have a way of humbling even the most enthusiastic players. What starts as an over-the-top victory dance quickly turns into a reminder that it's never over until it's over.
This tournament's over. It's either a chop pot or the tournament's over. There's no way the chips aren't going in on a jack-high flop.
I don't know, man. I don't know why you have to jinx us like this every time.
I'm going to lose another bet to you. You got the over on 212 and the under on 229.
I call.
Yep, there they are. It's all in.
Oh, wow.
Felicio is at risk. He's the player behind with Jack 8.
Oh, my gosh. I really like Felicio, but I need to see a winning bracelet dance.
Now we get it. Turning $500 into $1 million is definitely cause for excitement, but this player takes it to a whole other level. The over-the-top antics are just cringeworthy.
Is he going to take all his clothes off? Take it off!
Keep them low.
It's like the last scene of Slapshot.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Keep them out. Yeah.
I feel terrible. This is my second stream of the summer, and this might be the best one.
Low.
King, Jack 10 still plays. 10 still plays. A 3 or a 7 chopping. An 8 wins it for Felicio. Otherwise, Lou's going to win this.
Lou's celebration is next-level ridiculous. He's not just basking in the spotlight, he's owning it. Dancing, laughing, and acting like the game's already over. You almost have to admire the confidence, but someone really should have reminded him. Poker doesn't care about your dance moves, only your cards.
Yes.
Lower. Come on. Deuce.
Look at him do it already. I'm tired.
Come on.
Oh, my God. No way. No way.
Now who is celebrating? Not Lou, that's for sure. The party's over. Liu's joyous celebration comes to a crashing halt as the hand flips against him. What was once an over-the-top display of triumph becomes a moment of sheer humility. A brutal reminder that the game isn't over until the final card is dealt. Enjoying the video so far? Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to never miss poker's most memorable moments. It's not over until it's over. Our next clip stars the ever-entertaining Humberto, known for his lively personality and constant table talk. This time, he's up against the legendary Scott Seaver in an all-in showdown. As always with Humberto, the hand is brimming with action and theatrics. But when karma steps in, the drama hits a whole new level.
Counting out a call, he can certainly afford it.
King 10 suited for him.
Scott Seaver with about $360,000 to start the hand.
Come on, Scott! You do it, all right!
So Scott does make the call with King 10 of hearts. He's got Humberto dominated here.
Lika Gerasimova with pocket fours lays it down out of the big blind.
That's actually really bad news there for Humberto, that 2 of the cards he needs are gone. There's only 1 4 left in the deck for Humberto to catch. So
If this case 4 comes, this will be the worst needle ever to hear the pocket fours.
oh, it's the 4! Oh, now we're gonna hear some celebration.
Lika would have flopped a set of 4s here.
She certainly made the...
Humberto doesn't hold back with his celebration, jumping the gun before the hand is even over. His antics are over the top, bordering on disrespectful, but Scott Seaver keeps his cool, taking it all in stride. After all, a seasoned pro like Seaver knows one thing for certain. In poker, it's never over until the river card is dealt.
Right play, but wow.
He hasn't led a charmed enough life, has he?
Oh, it is a heart.
Here we go. Now Scott Siever has some additional outs.
Do I win this?
He needs to catch a 10 or a heart.
Come on, let me do laps around this building. Heart.
Scott desperately looking for that
I
heart.
will run laps around the building.
Well, they're getting a little into it here.
I'm ready to do my laps. I'm gonna start running and do my victory laps.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Scott Siever wins the pot.
He's doing his Umberto impersonation here. Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess. Good sports.
Karma makes its move, and the river delivers a reversal that flips the script entirely. But credit where credit's due, Humberto takes it all in good humor, laughing at the situation as Scott Siever serves up an equally outrageous reaction, this time in jest. The over-the-top theatrics on both sides transform this hand into a lighthearted yet unforgettable moment in poker history, reminding us all why we love the game. You're not Babe Ruth. In this next clip, Mikkel learns a hard lesson about patience, humility, and the unpredictable nature of poker. Facing Abernathy in a pivotal hand, he makes an easy decision unnecessarily dramatic, and Karma is more than ready to step in and teach him a lesson.
Oh man. So Dylan raised to 50,000 and Mikkel was, I guess, trying to call. Oh man, that's kind of a little dirty angle there, I think. He's like, oh no, I just meant to call. Oh no, Sam Abernathy, no! She's moved all in with sixes. Oh no. Oh no, has Mikkel called yet? Oh my god, is he gonna really? Oh lord, oh no, fail fish. Oh my lord. Oh no, not like this. Oh my god, he's slow rolling Sam. Oh my lord, what in the world is going on? Oh my god, this, please, a 6. Oh, I mean, I don't usually root for players, but I mean, maybe he's truly thinking about this.
Mikkel takes an eternity to make what should have been an automatic call with pocket kings. Even the commentators can't help but point out the unnecessary delay, which sets the perfect stage for the poker gods to have a little fun with him.
I mean, oh my god. We're going to need a 6 here. Sam needs a 6 and only a 6, or she's going to lose a huge percentage of her stack. 10. Sam needs to find a 6 and a 6 only here.
Celebrating before the river is dealt is always risky, but Mikkel takes it to another level, raising his hand in triumph as if he's already secured the win. It's a move as premature as it is ill-advised.
Oh my god. Oh, 6 on the river! Ship it to mama! Oh my lord. Oh, 6 on the river. Oh my god. Ship it to mama. Oh, wow.
In an incredible twist of fate, the river delivers Abernathy exactly what she needs. A miraculous 6 to steal the hand and send Michael packing. What started as a routine situation for Michael ends with him out of the tournament, proving once again that in poker, calling your shot too early is a surefire way to tempt fate. Tony's temper tantrum. Tony G is infamous for his bold antics and brash table presence, but in this clip he crosses paths with the ever-composed Daniel Negreanu. It's a clash of personalities, and when the cards fall in Daniel's favor, Tony's larger-than-life reaction takes center stage. Let's see how this one unfolds.
Bill Helmuth's in, and Ernest Wiggins.
I'm gonna go against my better judgment with this one.
He wants to play.
E-dub, E-calls.
Daniel Negreanu straddling this hand.
Raise.
Announcing a raise.
Daniel's last to act because of the straddle. He's going to see if he can get rid of some of these limpers. I think that's right?
He's raised to 5,400. Clears out Phil Locke.
Tony G calls here. How much?
because his hatred of money builds by the second.
Phil Hellmuth folds. So's the loose cannon.
So Daniel's managed to eliminate 3 of the players.
Daniel is playing speculative cards, but Tony G takes it to another level, entering the hand with a questionable Queen 3 suited. It's a trash hand, and it's clear Tony is more interested in making a statement than playing premium hands, setting the stage for a dramatic showdown.
Pairs?
I have no idea what you have, just for the record.
7-8 Jack is what we have on the flop.
Daniel has the best hand with king high, but Tony has flopped the best draws. Daniel does also have a gut shot draw.
Daniel checks. Tony checks. Daniel makes his straight on the turn. Daniel checks. Tony bets 25K.
Daniel lets Tony do the betting for him. This is a frustration bet from Tony, but he still has 2 monster draws, so this is also a semi-bluff. Daniel could already be beat by Queen 10, but he does have the second nuts, so it'll be hard for him to fold.
He does not fold. He calls. The river card. Jack of diamonds is the board pairs. Check by Negreanu. Check by Tony.
I got a straight.
Unbelievable. I mean, why can't I hit one time?
When Daniel checks back the river, Tony's frustration boils over as he exclaims, "Why can't I hit just one time?" His disbelief quickly morphs into an emotional outburst, and we're all treated to the full Tony G experience. His theatrics take over, drawing cringes from everyone at the table.
It's like, I can't hit one hand. Played it so big, like, can't hit a hand at all.
Well, Daniel scoops up a nice pot of almost 64,000.
Daniel, ever the professional, handles the situation with poise. He doesn't gloat or needle Tony, instead demonstrating how to win with class. Meanwhile, Tony is visibly steaming, his frustration brewing into what is almost certainly going to lead to an even bigger and riskier pot in the near future. For Tony, losing gracefully is simply not on the table. Cabral's karma collapse. If you've never witnessed the antics of Martin Cabral, take our word for it, he rubs a lot of people the wrong way. In our next clip, Martin makes what seems like a reasonable request. He wants to see his opponent's chips. The twist? The chips are already in plain view, completely visible to everyone at the table. But that doesn't stop Martin from escalating things and even getting the floor staff involved.
But I think beyond the average expectation, he is...
Can I know how much he has behind? Can you help me with the big chips, please?
Mr. Boss, Mr. Chatty.
I just want the big chips, I can't see that.
Floor on table 3?
Yeah,
those are all the chips he has, mate.
He's done all he can.
Yeah, thank you.
Floor table 3?
I don't know why Meyer moved the big chips behind after that, but...
Or if I can just ask you to make it by 5.
What is the problem?
He wants to...
I want to see how many chips is it.
You can see it?
Yeah, it's difficult to count.
Really?
Yes.
It's clear Martin isn't trying to resolve any legitimate issue. His behavior is a calculated effort to disrupt the flow of the game and get under his opponent Meyer's skin. With both players' cards still hidden from the viewers, the suspense grows.
Is this a joke?
Can you make it by 5 or something more visible?
This is a bizarre request.
I would say so far, but like sticking by rules, I'm asking players to start by 20 when they get under 20.
Okay,
do
it's my problem, yeah?
Like readable enough.
Thank you very much. Okay.
You can obviously ask him, and then it's up to him.
Okay, thank you.
Up to him to ignore you. Mayor did say, is this a joke?
Can you stack them by 5s?
It's ridiculous.
Can you just do them in 7 stacks of 7?
The motivation behind Martin's antics becomes a little clearer once we figure out his hand. When the players go all in, it's obvious Martin's stalling and odd behavior were part of a strategy.
All in.
How much is it?
How much is it? Have you not worked that out? What was the last 20 minutes about?
Well, now he's entitled to a count.
Yeah.
95,000.
That's fine.
He's like, I was going to find out how many chips you had one way or another. I have no intention of calling this, but now I want to know how much.
Honestly, Monkey is saying he's out of line.
That's a call. I see an ace-jack for Cabral.
Meyer standing up.
Going to be an ace-10 then, I'm guessing, or worse.
Two nines. This
Man,
is...
that's a bit of a crazy thing.
It was a little crazy.
I did not expect Meyer to be going up against Cabral. Just 9 of hearts, 9 of diamonds. The only 2 cards to believe in.
I mean, look, if Cabral had some sort of quote-unquote speech play in mind when he... Oh, my goodness. Wow.
How much? 95?
I promise you, had I been standing out there, I wouldn't have shouted yay and fist.
Here's where Karma steps in with perfect timing. Martin, after all his disruptive antics, gets punished in the most brutal way possible, a crushing defeat to a 2-outer. It's a poetic moment of justice that leaves the table and viewers stunned. Let this be a reminder to all. Karma is alive and well at the poker table, and Martin's painful lesson will likely stick with him for a long time. Justice is best served cold. Our next clip dives into the ultimate poker faux pas, the slow roll. One player drags out a decision that should have been an instant call, holding the nuts with no opponents left to act. But in poker, when you toy with the flow of the game, sometimes Karma has a way of evening the score.
Donica, though.
He's not going to
Donica has finally opened a hand. Andreas must be looking at King Queen going, oh no.
This has to be automatic. He can't even think.
Just get it in. Yeah, come on.
Fergal Nealon put King Queen in.
I got it in against 2 guys. Get it in there and you're suited. Al is good.
Look, he has to.
Yeah,
You're right, he has to. There's just too much equity in a hand like King Queen suited, even against Donica O'Dee's opening range.
What is he doing? What the hell is he doing?
Phil Helmut 2010.
Oh, hold on a minute.
He might be planning a stop-go, in fairness, guys.
He might be.
This is a stop-go spot, if ever I saw it.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he tried to do a Kevin Clean there. Just
Donica has top 2.
Yeah, top 2.
Oh, he's not going to get slow rolled.
Look at the huff and the puff. Oh my God, what's going on here?
I assume Donica's put him in. Is he actually slow rolling?
Oh my God, what are you at?
What is going on
These
here?
graphics can't be right. Get it in.
He's bet 300k. He has put them all in. What is
Alles klar, ja. Alle die chips in die Mitte.
Look, there's nothing. What is going on? If there's any justice, an ace is going to roll off on this river.
An ace or a 6 got to hit the turn of the river. This is disgraceful.
Nicht richtig.
What's happening?
Meine Freund.
Donica O'Dea has bet 300k.
Does he know? Does he know the bet is out?
He does.
When you have the nuts and there's no one left to act, the decision to call should take seconds, not minutes. Yet here we are, watching an agonizingly drawn-out slow roll that leaves everyone at the table frustrated. The move has no strategic purpose. It's purely for show, but it's about to set the stage for some unforgettable poker drama.
He's doing the Hollywooding.
You're having a laugh here, Andres.
Our production crew haven't got a player's holdings wrong all weekend.
No, they have not. They have not got a player's holdings wrong all weekend.
Well,
They
this
also
is
haven't got the
absolutely
action
disgraceful. Donica O'Dea is from the old school.
Donica O'Dea is the legend Donica O'Dea.
And he's an absolute gentleman, and this is horrendous.
Andreas is going to be taking on a trip to the mountains after this one.
Absolutely horrendous behaviour. And you know what? He deserves an ace here. He deserves an ace or 6.
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
I don't care. Ace or 6, come on.
This is appalling.
Come on, the Don.
This is appalling behaviour.
You deserve the camera. It's coming. Come on, the ace or the 6.
Look at the reaction from Michael Wang.
Idiot.
What?
The slow roll itself shocks everyone, from the players to the commentators. Just when it feels like the hand can't get any more intense, the action ramps up again. The river is coming, and all eyes are glued to the table. With so much on the line, the question isn't just who will win, it's whether Karma will deliver a swift punch to the slow roller's ego.
Come on.
7 of clubs on the turn.
Come on your bike, Germany.
Any 4 for any justice here. It's an ace or a 6 on the river.
Pandemonium here in Burlington.
Epic scenes. And that's what you get, folks. That's what you get. You put it in like a 3-minute slow roll with the absolute stone cold nuts against the gentleman of Irish poker, and that's what you deserve. Out.
Absolutely. Disgraceful, outrageous behaviour, and justice is done to Deutschland. I'm sorry, that was shameful. I've never seen anything like that at the Paddy Power Poker Irish Open. As a matter
A 6 on the river flips the script in the most poetic way imaginable. Even Andreas, who was eliminated earlier, can't help but laugh at the absurdity of the moment. The table erupts and the slow roller's antics come back to haunt them in spectacular fashion. It's a hilarious reminder that while slow rolling might create drama, it can also pave the way for a brutal lesson in poker karma. With friends like these, our next clip is the perfect blend of humor and heartbreak. Horak finds himself in a situation where his own friends inadvertently add insult to injury. Their jubilation transforms into a cringe-worthy moment of friendly fire that Horak will never forget. It's short, sweet, and absolutely unmissable.
Never seen the winner of the final table tip the commentators. Thank you for your work. Like as if I was a bartender.
Yeah.
Thank you for your work
I
here.
would appreciate,
Right?
black chip. It's fine.
Horak raises to $5 million. Action on key line.
I wouldn't be
Horak
surprised.
down to 24 bigs.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shoves on him here.
Yep, he does go on. Ace-9 though. Oh wow, there's the call.
Snap call with ace-9.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he shouldn't call with ace-9.
Think about it.
Yeah. I think a little bit of lack of focus, the fact that he called that quickly.
He's happy to just get in with any ace here, and whatever you have, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think he could be flipping against 8s or something like that, or 3s even, but I don't think he's ever ahead, and I think sometimes he's crushed with ace-9. I don't know. I'm not a heads-up kind of shove wizard. I don't really know, but this.
Obviously, people's nerves are on edge. It's a $565 buy-in tournament that pays out millions of dollars. That's why it's called the WSOP Colossus. Hang on, because things take a hilariously awkward turn.
Hands, yeah.
There's a 9.
All right.
9-7-3.
Gives him a little
Or he can
hope.
catch an ace or a 9. Running spades will not help him as Keyline has the jack of spades. It is Horak's tournament life on the line. This could be the last hand of the tournament. That is a terrible turn card. As Horak is now down to either the ace of hearts, ace of clubs, or a red 9.
He's got 4 outs.
Hand 233. It's over. It's the ace of spades, and it's over. Look at that. What a tease. You see the ace and you get excited for a second.
What a way to go on a flush. Wow. Well, you know what? This was quite a final table. These guys played their hearts out, and does Horak know he lost?
Wow.
Does he even know that he lost?
His friends all thought he won. His friends all thought he...
What a brutal scene. Horak's friends, thinking he's clinched the victory, erupt in celebration, completely unaware that his opponent is quietly raking in the chips. The premature party transforms into public embarrassment in record time, leaving Horak with a moment he'll laugh about someday. Maybe. If nothing else, it's a clear sign that he might want to reevaluate his cheering section. Make sure to like and subscribe for more unforgettable poker moments.